Bedtime stories with Dad. All right, Kaden. It is just days away from Christmas, 2017. This is a letter I got from Mr. Wedemeyer. Dear folks, it seems like there are two major issues standing in the way of an agreement. First, Preston must be able to give sufficient prior notice of his availability. The longer the lead time, the better. The first couple visits should take place in the area. An order can limit those visits to several specified counties. Second, Cassandra seems concerned that Preston may leave the state with the child and never return to Wisconsin. No, that would be that would be Caden's mother, not the father. If you have a track record of doing something, Anyway, let me get back to reading. I'm sorry. I'll behave. Second, Cassandra seems concerned that Preston may leave the state with the child and never return to Wisconsin. That can be remedied by drafting start and finish dates in order for any visit that takes place outside the state. Let me know if you would like to explore those possibilities. So, in simple terms, Mr. Wedemeyer is saying that Cassandra is a girl who does not trust if I give a word, which I don't blame her because her state has told me, her state officials have told me that, I actually would owe Cassandra more money when I'm able to pay it. I owe her more money than the state wants me to pay them for child support. So, but they said, "Oh no, you don't have to be a man of your word. You just have to do what we tell you to do." Really? Okay, that's not in the Constitution anywhere, or in anybody's good conscience or good mind. And this here is basically saying that because because there's fear all up in Cassandra's head about me being a daddy. It's really not fear. What she really should be afraid of is that Caden will not become the man he's supposed to be. That's really the only fear she should have. I've never once not provided for my son. Now, my son was taken away from me, and I didn't know where he was for months and months and months. That drives some people really crazy. That drives some people to do very, very stupid things because they can't think straight. So let's put everything in proper perspective and understand what really happened, and the real emotional damage that's been done is not even we're not even touching on any of that. But let's consider the real emotional damage that's actually been done. Not to mention, but I'm going to mention it, the dumber that my son gets every day, who he's not being taught things he's supposed to learn at 3 years old. Okay, and that is really the fear that a mother should have in this lady's situation, because my track record is solid, rock solid. So I've sacrificed 4 years of my Navy career because they were getting evicted, plus the 3 years now. That totals 7 years that I've sacrificed for my family, and I've got to see my son for less than 1 month. So let's just get real here and be adults, and quit with the garbage, okay? Because my son deserves better than garbage from other adults, and I'm gonna be the adult here, okay? And just acting like everything's okay is not. It's not acceptable, and it's not real. So basically, they want paperwork. he is suggesting it's a guardian ad litem because Wisconsin actually doesn't have a CASA, believe it or not. They have no CASA whatsoever, which is really pathetic. But it's basically a child advocate program where someone not from the government looks into the life of a child and says, okay, what's really going on here? They don't have that. They just want money. They really don't know how to handle it. Really don't. And I don't blame them because they I don't believe they know simple solutions to anything. It's a 7-day business wait time for me to send money. So 7 business days after I send money, it will register. What kind of garbage is that? Oh, and the check this out. Here's even better. The state agency that was created to process payments can't even process the payment. They have to sub-regulate that job to someone else out. Failure, major failure. Hello. Doesn't work. We need a better solution. Pronto. Because you know who ultimately suffers is not the state, it's my son. And that should never be acceptable. Okay? Anyway.